stuck. All right, thanks for everybody's patience. This is Aaron, kind of sitting in the bird's nest in Monument East Rink, waiting for the game to start between the Monument Hockey Club 16 AA and the Littleton Hawks 15 AA team. Just playing around with Jen Volk's camera real quick. All right, ref blows the whistle. The boys are warming up now. After 3 minutes and 30 seconds, should be game start. All right, coaches are now here, traveling all the way from South Suburban for the 18s game. So we got a full house, both in the stands and on the bench. Got 3 coaches there. They're messing with the scoreboard real quick. It's going to be kind of loud. It's kind of right behind us, just in this area. All right, boys are ready, and I hope you guys are too. Ref checks the nets, make sure there's no extra pucks. I need like a cheat sheet still, I think. All right, first line rolls out. This is going to be Paxton Cleek's line. We got Dino to the left. We got Cook to the right. We got Smalls and Smith on defense. Birds win the draw. They chip it up the far side boards. Boys battle at the blue line. Try to force a turnover. Littleton regroups in our zone, but we do grab it. Cleek spins all the way around with a bird on his back. Nice hit. Swalls maintains it, slips it all the way around. Puck's still behind the net here, below the goal line. Birds grab it. They try to cycle in the corner. 2 birds there grabbing it, trying to make a move towards the front. Smith looked beyond. Cleek now battling along with Swalls. Our forwards keeping it on the high side. Birds maintain possession. Danger puck in front. Good job by Mason to keep it out of danger. Opportunities for the Birds in front. Down low. Puck still bouncing around below the goal line. This seems like it's Littleton's play. Lots of below the goal line activity. Gets high to the boards and it gets chipped down. Birds are going for a 3-forward change. 1 guy low, 1 guy high. Fresh bodies coming in. Long shift for your MHC now. Puck's still around. Birds trying to cycle still. Lots of hard work, lots of stick ticks. Here goes Paxton. He got it. Tries to backhand it up. Shot from the point. Saved by Floria in net. Birds keep it in. Another shot goes just wide. Nice forecheck there by Cook to try to keep it up. Levi with a nice attack. Birds do battle. Nice job. Oh, no, sorry. That was Dino. 17 and 27. We both have, Cook has a unique jersey. Shot comes in. Big save by Floria. We got Volk out there now, centering the line with Brownie and Lou. We got Billy and Maddock in defense. Littleton wins the draw. Puck goes into the corner. Hammer back there battling. Here comes Cruz helping out. Puck still kicked around. Tyler's going to backhand it out. Oh, excuse me. I'm all over the place. Tyler's going to backhand it out. Birds are going to force to regroup in their own D zone. They cycle D to D. Comes through. They regroup. Shot in front. Just goes through danger zone, but Brownie with a nice shoulder. The Birds also give one back as Billy's now battling in the corner.
Cruz there as well. Cruz grabs it. It's going to slip it around the boards up to Brownie. Brownie gets met by a Bird. Second level effort does finally get it out. No ice, the ref says, as Tyler chases him down behind the net. Birds try to slip it up the boards. Goes through center. Maddock tries to step. Puck gets chipped right around him. We have Trenton Clark in. I think he came all the way from South Denver as well. But boys chip it up. And we're going to have a whistle for icing. On defense, we got party size Liam Letterman. On our forwards, we're back to, oh no, we're switching things around a bit, excuse me. We got Jackson Heskett at center. We have McClintock and we have Cook. Boys win the draw. McClintock tries to slip it all the way around, getting met by a Bird. Birds go high side circle, cycle it back down into the corner. Trenton's grabbing it. He's serving the field, chips it up the boards to Bryce. McClintock slips it up over to Letterman, who tries to forward over to Levi. We get met in center ice and back into our own zone. Chip it off the boards, and Birds, though, regroup. They try to go low to high. McClintock says hello, and the ref's going to say that's a penalty. Elbow, but, I mean, let's be real here. McClintock's like 6'2", so it's a tough call, especially at 16 AA. But unfortunately, what that means is the boys are going to be on the penalty kill. We're going to have Swalls and Mason back. Shoot, who do we have? I'll give names in a bit. We do have Dino and Cleek on as forwards. I think it's Mason and Swalls on defense. Yes, it is Mason Smith. Birds win the draw. They're on the high side boards. Lots of energy from MHC to have them back around. Boys in black, excuse me. I actually guess they're kind of white. But MHC battling. Nice job by Cleek with the second effort. Cleek has an opportunity. Birds do regroup and get it all out behind their own net. They're going to double back and go through center lane, exiting their own zone into neutral zone. They find their forward. Nice job by Walls to force it back into the corner. Smith now they're battling. Puck being forced around. Doesn't want to find a home yet, but Paxton Cleek's going to grab it and work hard to try to get it up. Drops it over to Swalls. Swalls hits a kid trying to get the puck out. Turnover. Birds with the advantage. Players on his backhand. Moves to his forehand. Tries to find his other D partner, but MHC is there. Boys chip it up and goes right behind the net. Nice job by Mason Smith coming in with authority. They try to go low to high and miss that pass altogether. That should be no ice. No ice, right, as 16U penalty kill / power plays. There's no icing. Billy's now out there as trouble holding the puck in the middle, but Hammer finally gets a second level effort and gets out. Forwards, we got Patrick Brownie and Cruz Volk. Birds come in. Forwards on his backhand. Swings it back to low to high. Finds a man. They go D to D. Stalls, tries to get it through. Hits Volk in the hand. He loses his stick, but boys do get it out. We got Patrick Brownie, though, forward checking hard. Nice job anticipating the turn. Puck still deep in the corner now. Killing a lot of time. 29 seconds, 28 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. 12-18 remaining in the game. Birds do finally get it in. Tries to slip it around. Oh, no. Maddock Hammer's going to say, not today, folks. That's my house. Boys do grab it and get it back deep. 13 seconds remaining now as we're going to go for a full, fresh change for both teams. Birds try to cycle it through the neutral zone. Nice job, though, as Billy is going to, Letterman, is going to angle on. Player in front, but doesn't quite get there. Puck comes to the top. Nice job. Tyler coming off of the box, creates confusion. 27, I think that's Levi coming through now. Tries to slide back in over to Tyler, just outside of his reach. Birds regroup, chips it off the boards. That should be an icing. 11:34 remaining in the first. Boys are, met with their first challenge of the game, and they come out victorious. We're going to have a face off now. I think we have Cook still out there. We have Tyler, and we also have, I think maybe Heskett, 23 at center. Birds regroup though. Letterman and Clark back on defense. Trying to come through. Trenton's going to bump the kid to the corner. Tries to try to find some person in front, but finds Tyler instead. Tyler's going to find Levi. Levi's going to slip it back over to Tyler. Puck, though, eventually just goes deep into Birds territory. They try to find their forwards, slashing through center ice. They do finally get it deep. One man on as Mason Smith off the bench chips it up. Weird bounce off the boards. Shot from the Birds and saved by Floria. Quick thinking by Floria as that puck just had a weird bounce. Everybody anticipating it to go up, and it went wide instead and found a bird, but boys were able to keep it safe. 10:58 now remaining in the first. Got Cleek's line out there now. We got Brownie and Dino with Swalls and Smith. Tie up, Birds maintain possession behind our own net. Cycles around as they're talking through on who's getting what. But kid in the corner is getting mauled by two Monument players. Dino finally gets it. Dino's got some speed going through the neutral zone. Slips it around a guy and tries to beat him down. And does. Loose puck, though, finds a Bird as they chip it up the boards. Here comes the Birds coming into Monument territory. Bang! Nice job by Mason Smith, adding some pressure. Boys, he was too scared from the pending hit from Mason. Too scared from another hit from Cleek. Boys are waking up here as the Birds are just going to chip it deep. Swings all the way around. Mason Smith has it. He's going to take a step off the boards. Goes back into the corner. His D partner, though, Swalls, is going to grab it. Holds up. Gets it up over to Barber. Tries to slip it off to Cleek, who was fresh off the bench as well. Puck, though, chipped into the corner. One on Mason Smith, though. Long shift for him as Birds regroup. Double back below the goal line. Cleek says hello. Shot from the Birds. Save Floria. Puck stolen. Heskett almost with an opportunity. Good save on defense. Puck comes out, though. Past Maddock. One on as Maddock goes into the corner battling in front of you right here. Maddock comes through. So is Connor Bantown now seeing action for the first time today. Puck goes behind the net. Refs in there as well. Everybody's joining the party as Monument eventually comes away with the puck. Bantow slips it up the boards. Bantow has some space. Bantow's got Bryce McClintock with them. Slides it over to Bryce. Just a couple, couldn't get through a couple of Birds as Littleton now regroups coming into Monument territory. Littleton tries to slide in front. Nice job by Hammer in front, causing a disruption. Puck goes wide. Cook is out there as well. Tries to get it out, but eventually Billy's going to chip it up the boards over to Bryce. Bryce has some space. He's got some wheels. He's going to go into the zone. Deeks on his backhand, tries to get it deep, but it gets intercepted. Birds now come through, try to find a cross-ice pass just wide. Trenton Clark also now out there on defense. They're battling below us here. Nothing too exciting, but you guys can see how the Littletons try to set up in front. Loose puck up to the top, but Littleton decides to just slide it low instead. Billy's guarding in front with Floria. Nice tie-up by Levi, allowing the puck to go all the way up into the Littleton defensive zone. The Birds are forced to regroup. I think that's Bryce looking on, forcing them to go all the way back to their goalie. Nice forecheck by the boys, forcing a turnover. Trenton Clark now has it behind the net. Trenton Clark still holding on to it. Tries to dodge a hit, gets a second person on him as well, but the Birds finally regroup on the loose puck. Here comes Littleton through the neutral zone. Kid blows a tire and loses the puck as Tyler's going to grab the loose puck. He's got Volk ahead of him. Tyler's going to come through, try to shoot through a player. The puck goes into the corner. I think Patrick Browning out there is out there as well now. Littleton regroups, though, tries to get it around Letterman, but can't. Nice forecheck as the boys are trying to create havoc and turnover in the neutral zone. Birds could not do anything other than just kind of get it deep. Trenton Clark here with the reverse check, as you saw. Loose puck bouncing around. Littleton regroups into the inside corner. They're going to scissor on the far side circle still. Littleton still has possession. They try to go low to high. Hit Letterman, tries to slide it in front. Puck bouncing around. Where is it going? Still behind Floria as Clark is now in there battling. Clark's going to grab it. He's going to have Dino, tries to find Dino with the breakout. Boys go for a change. Danger change, though, as an opportunity for the Birds come in. Oh, nice drive by them to do a tic-tac-toe play. Couldn't capitalize. Shot from the point. Finds Smith instead. Boys finally get it out. Here goes Jackson Heskett. Heskett's got Cleek with them. They're onside. Shot. Snag by Littleton's goalie. Back and forth as we go. 6:49 in the first in Monument, Colorado. Floria's been tested. The defense has been tested. But so far, it's 0-0. And we have Paxton Cleek's line out there, of course, with Dino and Levi. We have Mason and Swallows guarding the blue. Littleton wins the draw, but goes into their corner. They slip it behind their own net. As now they find the outlet pass into neutral zone. Littleton player takes the inside lane, goes outside, tries to take a shot. Floria's ready for him, though, as they were trying to crowd the net. You kind of see that was kind of what Littleton was trying to do as well, right? Take the inside lane entry, go outside, and try to find a streaker coming through the middle. Nice job by the defense to sniff that one out. We got Connor Bantow's line now out there. He's going to center with McClintock and Levi. We got Swallows and Mason Smith on defense. Boyd wins the draw, but Littleton maintains possession. Puck bouncing around. Finally finds Connor, tries to kick it up, but Littleton's going to get it back deep. Puck slides around. Bird tries to avoid a check, but creates a loose puck opportunity for everybody. Puck goes into the corner. Mason Smith tries to get it out with authority. Second level effort, though, still not quite there. Still goes behind Floria. Oh, dangerous play in front. Littleton, oh, nice try, but eventually gets the puck out, and boys are forced to regroup. Smith has it in their zone. Tries to find a streaker and does. As goes Connor Bantow. Avoids a hit in the middle of the ice, as Littleton still has it. Tries to find the home run pass. Goes just too far. A little follow shot goes nowhere as well. Littleton tries to take advantage of this opportunity as the boys also are going for a change. Levi Cook, Swallows, Connor Bantow, they're all coming off, as that's going to be icing with 5:30 remaining in the first. All right, we got Cruz Volk out there centering the line. We got Billy on D along with Maddock Hammer and Brownie and Lou. Tie up in front. Littleton wins the draw. They go right to left in your view. The corner, but Billy's there. He's battling, picking the puck up ahead. Tries to get over to Brownie. Littleton steals it, tries to get in front. Nice job by Hammer to force the kid out. Hammer's going to use his authority to push around as puck bounces around. Littleton cycles still below the goal line, trying to find somebody up top. Cruz Volk is there instead. Cruz is going to chip it up the boards over to Brownie. Brownie's coming through into the neutral zone. He's got Tyler with him. Brownie's going to try to chip it around. Second level effort does get it deep. Brownie's going to forecheck, though. He wants that puck back. He's with Maddock Hammer, I think, who also has stepped. Cruz was covering in defense. Boys are battling now in the corner as Tyler tries to force a turnover. Puck comes all the way into our zone that Billy has it. He's got a bird on his hip. He's got another one looking on. He's going to give it over to Maddock Hammer. He's going to slip it up the boards. Kept in by Littleton. Slings all the way around again. Billy's going to tap the kid and kind of pin him to the boards. Here comes Cruz Volk. He's going to get called for boarding. No? Maybe not? Maybe not? Okay, all right. So Cruz Volk potentially a roughing, but, you know, he saw numbers. But boys are all full of adrenaline and hormones right now. Can't do anything much with that at this stage. Got 4:26 remaining in the first. For the next 2 minutes, though, Monument Hockey Club will be on the penalty kill. We have Cleek out there with Dino and Clark and Letterman. Clark and Letterman on D. Littleton wins the draw. Shot is, pass is captured in front. Littleton's back behind the net again. Trying to find an outlet guy. Cleek is on him, though. Cleek's going to muscle him off, tries to get it out, but Littleton does keep it in. They scissor up top. Dino with the forecheck. Shot coming through. Nice big save by Floria. Goes Littleton again, tries to shot contested, goes into the corner instead. Cleek checks his 6. He's going to try to double back. He's got a Littleton player on it. Slips it up over to Dino. Dino's going to chip. Finally does get it out. Boys going to force to regroup. creating some pressure in the neutral zone. Excuse me, Littleton's forced to regroup. The boys are creating pressure in the neutral zone. 3:45 remaining in the first period as Littleton tries to find a home run pass and finds their winger. They drop it for their defenders coming through. He goes into the corner. He goes low to high. Tries to slick it around, but finds nobody. But Paxton Creek instead, the puck goes under Paxton's stick. Puck feathers up to the top. Nice job by Paxton with an active stick. Trenton tries to get it out, but eventually hits Paxton instead. Hits a bird and goes into the corner in front of their bench. Trenton there as boys go for a quick change. Littleton goes side and side, finds the shooter. Just over Floria's glove. He was there. He saw it. Just kind of snuck by him. 3:13 on the power play. Littleton takes the 1-0 lead. For the folks at home, you kind of see what they're doing. They're going to bring it in, keep it below the goal line, and find the open forward in front. So boys have to be patient when that happens. But once that puck goes into the corner, I mean, that's all fair game right there. You have Connor Bantow out there now with McClintock and I think Levi. And on defense, we got Swallows and Smith. Oh, excuse me, it's Heskett. Heskett now, not Levi. Heskett on the right wing. Here comes Littleton, though, coming into the zone. Shot, crazy angle. Bounces up, Swallows in defense. Bantow's with them in the corner as well. Swallows is going to force the issue up the wall. Littleton's going to cycle, tries to chip it in. Shot. Nice save by Floria. Puck still in front of me here, below us. Bantow's going to pepper it around. Littleton's going to get it back deep again. Here goes Mason Smith, though, into the corner. Tries to chip it up the boards. Second level effort does, but not out. Littleton tries to go D to D. Nice job by Heskett and Connor Bantow to both get it out. Puck feathers back in off of Mason. Mason's forced to regroup, goes back up over into the corner. Littleton's going to step it in. He's going to go again behind the net. Swallows is going to meet him, though. Bantow's there as well. Tries to chip it up the boards, but not out. Heskett there peppering. Nice job by the boys. We are at 5-on-5 hockey. Connor's going to go for a quick change. Mason Smith, though, in our own zone, is going to float it up the boards. I think it might have hit the net. We got Paxton Cleek out there now with Patty Brown and Levi Cook. On the blue, we have Hammer and Billy. Paxton wins the draw over to Hammer. Hammer's going to stick check a kid and then staples him into the boards. Paxton now joins the party. Littleton tries to slip it out front, but Billy's there. Nice stick check by Billy Kampflesch to create some pressure. Nice shot from Littleton, just goes wide. Goes up to the corner. Nice job, Levi. Try to battle to keep it in. Puck squirts into the center lane. Hits a couple of skates. We have to get this puck out. Puck comes in. And sneaks just by Floria. Lots of bouncing. As attempt for us to get it out, hits a couple of players, and then puck just finds its eyes. I know Floria wants that one back. But with that, with 1:37 in the first, Littleton takes 2-0 lead. All right, we got Cruz Volk out there now with Tyler Liu and Dino Barber. Puck goes up and slips and does get out. We're going to touch up as we were temporarily offsides. As puck goes deep, Dino now comes in, tries to create pressure. Oh, nice job by Cruz to keep it in. Forces Littleton Birds to go back behind their own net. They try to slip it out. Cruz is there again at the blue. We have Clark and Letterman at our blue watching as Littleton comes into our territory now. We got Dino with a nice tip, stick check and hit into the corner. Littleton still around, tries to go through the middle. Nice job by Clarkey to step and create a turnover. Shot from the point again, tipped in front. Floria nice with the adjustment. Littleton regroups. They go in the high circle. Tries to slip it around. Tries to get around Dino, but finds Trenton Clark instead. He's going to chip it. Oh my God, what a play by Littleton. Kid chips it out of the air to keep it in. Boys, though, try to get it out, but have a hard time on this as well. Trenton Clark's going to force his issue. Grab it. He's got some space. Trenton's now going. He's got Dino to his left and Lou to his right. Trenton tries to slip it around a person. Shot, big save by the Littleton goalie. Tyler battling around, slips it in front for Trenton. Just goes wide. Trenton absorbs a hit in the corner. Littleton regroups, though. They sling it all the way around. Comes off, hits McClintock coming off the bench. He goes to the D partner, Mason Smith, who slips it up over to Connor Bantow. Fresh bodies finish the change as Swalls now also out there covering on D. And I think that's Levi Cook. Oh, no, Heskett, excuse me. Heskett now as well. That extremely loud buzzer signals the end of the first. Littleton 15 AA 2, MHC 0. We're back beginning of the second period. We got Paxton Cleek's line out there with Levi Cook. Seeing numbers, Patty Brown, and we have back on D, Billy and Hammer. Boys chipped up the boards, though. Nice job by Littleton to slap it in, but the puck goes wide for them. Boys try to get cute to slip it up. Here comes Monument, creating some havoc. Oh, man, it was within Cleek's skates. Littleton does get it and chip it down deep. Billy checks his 6. He's going to absorb a hit.
I'm trying to see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Oh, maybe. That's a little bit better.
Boys try to get it out. Littleton has it on the honey hole. Shot. Saved by Floria. Rebound in front. Kid pays the price. Kid pays the price. Delayed penalty coming. But Littleton does get the rebound, and that is 3-0 Birds. The 16-13 in the second. We have Cruz now coming out with Tyler Liu and Dino Barber. And we also have on defense Trenton Clark and Party Letterman. Party size Liam Letterman. Whistle, ref blows his whistle, drops the puck. Littleton regains possession. They go along the boards and tries to slip it up. Gets around Letterman, puck goes deep. Trenton checks his 6. He's going to look, chips it up the boards. I think MHC feathers it along. Tyler, with the second effort, finally does get it out, but Littleton grabs it, gets it back deep. Puck slips all the way around, tries to slip it up the boards, but not out again. Back again to the other side as Littleton continues with their below the goal line play. Trenton absorbs a hit, tries to pin the puck below. Littleton cycles. They're going to go high side, low to high. D feathers it back, down low. Tries to do a cross ice pass, but just goes just far. Puck still bouncing around. Now still behind the net. Nice job by the boys. Now try to chip it out, but still can't do it. Puck still stays in. Tipped in front. Trenton tips it up and over the net. Into safety. Boys try to find an outlet, and does. Here comes, is that Dino? Dino with some space and speed coming in. Slips around the zone. Fresh bodies off the bench, but Littleton cycles through the neutral zone. They try to find a cross-ice pass and does. It goes too far. Littleton has it in their own territory now, forced to cycle as they now come through. Puck still battling in the corner. Nice job, tipped. Oh, tries to find Connor on the outlet. Connor's so forced to regroup. Tries to chip it over to McClintock, and Rice gets it deep. Puck goes into the corner. Now below the goal line as Littleton regroups, tries to get it up. Nice job by Bantow changing the correction of that puck. Swalls had stepped, creates some force and authority to force Littleton to go and regroup back into their own zone. Loose puck chipped around though. Nice job by Littleton to keep it in. Shot, big save by Floria. Kicks it into the corner. Boys kicking the bench in support for that. Bantow though furthers it along. Heskett's now out there. Heskett with the pocket pick. Heskett has it. Tries to find the outlet pass over to McClintock. Oh man, I can't. Hold on. Let me zoom in on this thing. There we go. It's a little bit better. We're trying to come through. Boys couldn't needle the seam. Littleton regroups. McClintock tries to push. Nice job. Stolen here by Heskett. Heskett tries to find McClintock again. Puck comes into the corner. Littleton has it behind their net. They take the middle lane highway. Goes outside around Cook. Meets, I think that's Mason Smith instead, and gets sat down. Puck still loose in front. Littleton grabs it, cycles behind their own net. More zooming. Loose puck, backhand, contested, goes into the corner. Nice job by Levi there. Puck still bouncing around. Shot from the point, deflected as Littleton's forced to regroup. They cycle and try to get it up. Puck chipped around Smith, hits, and Floria finally just grabs it and says, "That's enough, boys. Let's reset." 13-11 in the second. We got Hammer's line now out there on defense, with Cleek and Brownie and Levi Cook staying out there on offense. I apologize if this is a little, it's been jerky. Just doing my best going this 200 feet zoom craziness right now. Let me actually just zoom out so we're seeing it a little bit holistic here. Littleton keeps it in. Shot goes wide. They cycle on the right side of the boards. Goes high side D. Shot goes, pass goes wide. Big save by Floria. Hammer over there pushing the kid the right way. Loose puck still around. Littleton grabs it, and the peg comes off. The ref blows his whistle. 12:47. Shots say it's 10-2, but I feel like it's like 50-2. Okay, new line out there, though. We got Cruz Volk, Tyler Liu. Billy's back there on defense with Hammer. Another forward as well, but my eyes kind of deceive me right now. I said 47, but I don't think we have a 47 on the team. .12:38 with the puck drop. Boys do chip it and get it out. Littleton's going to call that, let that go by for icing. Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies to Mr. Forrest Barber. Number 70, not 47. Dino's out there with the crew. Mr. Beefcake himself. as Littleton maintains possession deep within MHC territory. Hammer comes in and cleans up shop, though, as the puck tries to slip out, but doesn't. See, delayed penalty as MHC goes on yet another penalty kill. I think Hammer's going to get called for that cleanup on aisle 6. Let's see what the ref gives him. Oh, cross check. It's going to be a... Oh, man, that ref is yelling it. I heard it from here. I hope you guys heard it too. Number 90 for cross check. Beep, beep. We're going to try to get it up on the boards real fast. All right, Maddock is on the board for 2 minutes. Littleton switches their forward. I think the same grouping out there. Oh no, Bantow's out there now with Jackson Heskett as his wing. Defense, we got Trenton and Letterman. Comes Littleton into the zone, tries to get around Letterman, goes all the way around, tries to go low to high shot. Big save, Floria. Loose rebound, Rainbow, puck bouncing around. And Floria grabs that one as well. 11:54 now remaining in the second. Littleton is up 3-0. But Floria has been on his head, spinning around, making big saves. MHC wins the draw, but Littleton maintains possession. They go high to low. Tries to find a cross-ice pass, just goes wide. Loose puck tries to slip it up to the top, but doesn't get out as they get it back deep again. Boys chip it up the boards, and now we're playing tic-tac-toe. Littleton, though, regroups. Again, nice move when they scissor to try to get it down low, and they do. Littleton still maintains possession. They go high side circle, go high side D. Shot from the point, tipped in front, goes wide. Floria checks his 6 as the puck comes all the way around on the other side. High side D, shot never leaves the ice. No tip, though. Gets pushed into the corner as Littleton. Player double ups, double clutches, tries to find somebody, slows it down. Cross-ice pass gets kicked by Letterman. Nice job on defense there. Puck, though, comes through. Shot just goes wide as well. Littleton still has it on the high side D. They try to kick it from skate to stick, but can't hold on. Nice job by Connor to try to force some chaos. Here comes Trenton Clark, though. Clark has it. He's coming through. Oh, big save. Loose rebound in front. Puck's still around. Puck goes back deep. Littleton now has an opportunity as they go deep as well. Oh, man, I had to grab the camera there and shift it real quick. I know Trenton wants that back. Puck goes cross face, misses a player. Is it, no penalty. No penalty on that little clip from behind. Another shot tipped in front. Floria needed to make another save. Puck still behind him, though. We're now at full strength. Levi Cook switching for Maddock. Littleton, though, puck tries to find Levi, but slips over as Littleton just chips it deep softly. Bryce McClintock off the bench. Further so along, a Littleton player grabs it instead, tries to slip it in front. But nice job by Levi to slip it up over to Trenton Clark. Here it goes. Shot. Big save by goalie. Trenton Clark, 2 opportunities in this shift. Snagged by the goalie's glove. We got Levi out there now with Brownie as his wing pair. We got Swalls and we got Mason Smith on defense. Tyler's going to take this center line here. Ref says back up. Tyler pushes it forward, gets stuck within the ref, still around. Here goes Brownie, though. Oh, no, Littleton, though, grabs it. They try to bring it in. What the hell is going on? There we go. That's a little bit better. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Try to get readjust here. Here comes MHC on the left side hallway as they bring it into Littleton's territory. Puck, though, goes into the corner. Nice stick check by Levi, but puck goes deep. Littleton's calling D-to-D pass. Doesn't quite make it, actually. They try to find the chaser. Finds the second forward instead. Here comes Littleton coming into ramp. Oh, my God. MHC territory. Shot. Nice sprawl by Floria to kick it wide. Puck is now pinned behind the boards. Mason's going to further it along, but low to high. Shot from the point. Save in front. Loose rebound. Floria there for another 2 to 3 saves. Puck goes back down low again. Mason's going to go and hit a kid. Puck squirts loose behind Floria now. MHC does a floater into our offensive territory. Littleton regroups it. They try to make a cross-ice pass as well. We were caught on a change. 3-on-0. Pass across. Big save by Floria. Hammer cleans up as well. Dangerous change by the boys there. I feel like every age group struggles with that. Puck, though, goes low to high as Littleton's defender steps. Shot deflected into the corner. Here comes MHC, though, with some opportunity and space through neutral zone. Loose puck still around. And we're offsides. Lots of excitement here in the second with 7:53 remaining in the period. You have Connor Bantow now out there with Jackson Heskett and Bryce McClintock. And we got Billy and Maddock on D. Littleton chips it up the boards. They go in the high side hallway, entering MHC territory. Connor Bantow in chase. He absorbs a reverse check, gets the puck, and slips it all the way around. Littleton shoots from the point, but Floria is there, and he's going to hop on the rebound. Trenton Clark and Letterman come out to change the D pair here. Same forwards out there, though. Bantow wins the draw, but Littleton maintains possession. Nice push. I think it was a little forecheck opportunity by Heskett. Creates the offsides and breather for the boys. Connor steps back in. Gets it over into the corner, over the Heskett side. Our D steps, feathers, and does get it out. Puck in the neutral zone. Connor's going to further it along. Goes into the corner, double backs and loses an edge. Connor's there, tries to slip it in front. Littleton there with the steal. Littleton now comes through, tries to do a cross-ice pass. Does find a player. Comes into MHC territory, shot just goes wide. They cycle on the high side, tries to shoot, hits a bunch of bodies. Here comes MHC. Bryce had an opportunity, but got kind of bumped, loses the puck. Littleton cycles and misses their pass and goes all the way to Floria. He's going to cover. We're going to do a face-off, 6:49 in the second. We're going to switch a full 5 for both teams, so fresh 10 players out on the ice now. This line is going to be Brownie's line with Cook and probably Mr. Paxton Cleek as well. We have Mason, Smith, and Swalls back on D. Paxton steps into his office. Oh, no, ref going to adjust some paperwork in the corner. Littleton maintains possession, keeps it in, shot intentionally wide. Finds MHC, but Littleton's back to regroup. They go D to D, but Paxton steps, keeps it in the zone. Goes behind our net. Now Brownie now in the game. Brownie's in there with a couple players. Puck tries to go low to high. Levi, nice job to keep it in. Gets it over to Brownie. Brownie gets it over to Cleek. Cleek cycles around down low. Brownie in pursuit. Brownie's going to cycle into the corner. Leaves it, but Littleton grabs it. Cleek with the pressure, forces the pass. Nice step from our defense. Mason Smith to keep it in. Goes into the corner. Brownie pressuring. Littleton grabs it. They do a nice little cross-ice pass to get it out. coming into the zone. Another shot on Floria with 6 minutes remaining now in the second. Alexandra Floria has been working all day long. Local time 9:03. Excuse my yawn. Pass from behind our own net gets intercepted. Littleton has it, gets it back deep again. Cruz back there battling. I think that's Maddock also in there battling. We got Billy in front with Dino. Nice job by Dino with the steal. Dino's got space. I'm going to back this up. Dino tries to find a cross-ice pass. Oh, maintained by Littleton, though. Lou's out there with him as well. This is so hard to see. Sorry. Puck slips around. Billy tries to chip it up. Gets back to Littleton. Cruz is forced to back check. Forces the player into the behind our own net. Tyler there now is peppering this kid. But they cycle and scissor and get the puck back deep again. Maddock now back there on the hip of a player. He's going to cycle in the high side circle. Shot on Floria. And another save. Keeping the score 3-0 with 5:06 remaining. It's 3 for Littleton and still goose egg for the boys. But I feel like there's been some opportunities in this period. We've been kind of forced to wake up a bit and create some nice odd man rushes in our favor. Bantow's now out there. Win the draw, cycle it around, doesn't quite get out. Chip up, McClintock in there battling in the corner. Nice second effort by Connor. Slips it around the D, but couldn't quite get it. Littleton slips it up the boards. Oh no, Trenton trying to catch it with his hands. Misses. Loose puck still around. Nobody wanted to see that anyways. I think Trenton tried to grab it from the sky. It just bounced right around him like a baseball hop. Littleton grabbed it, shot. Floria with the initial save, and the puck, I think, just sat there in the crease. So a second player came in and cleaned up. That makes it 4-0, Littleton 15 AA. Connor stays out there, though, with Heskett and McClintock. And we have Trenton and Liam Letterman on D. That blows his whistle. Checks his 6, regroups people. Has a little conversation with the boys there, like a parent reprimanding a child for stealing a cookie. Drops the puck. Littleton ties up. Connor's in there battling. So does Heskett. Littleton regroups, uses a backhand pass over into the corner. I can't see. Sorry. Boys still battling in front of the in front of the crowd. Littleton does regroup. Now around Trenton. They go low to high through the honey hole, but shot goes wide. Nice job. McClintock now has it. Tries to slip it around a defender. Couldn't quite get there. Puck goes back into the corner. Trenton's there, pushing the kid off the puck. Drops it to Connor. Connor's going to chip it up the boards. Puck has a weird bounce again over there in the corner. Forcing Heskett to come down. Shot from the point goes wide as the rebound shot. Bryce McClintock's going to use his body to say, hey, this is mine. Gets the puck up to Connor Bantow. Bantow, though, gets his pocket picked. Puck goes into the corner. Clark's going to further it along into the other side. McClintock has it. He tries to find a slashing forward, but finds a Littleton bird instead. Boys change real quick. Hits a ref. Luckily, hits a ref. Hits a ref again. Ref says, hey, man, I'm just here working. He gets peppered twice, and eventually puck goes into the press box. Just rubbed my elbow on this nice, beautiful piece of wood here in Monument Ice Rinks and scratched my elbow nicely. All right, anyways, back to hockey. We got Paxton Cleek out there with Levi Cook and Patrick Brownie. Shot from the point goes wide, cycles into the corner. Brownie tries to go low to high, but Swalls wasn't quite there yet. He's got to double back. Brownie's off sides. And now here goes Puck. Puck still doesn't have a home as Littleton does finally regroup. Tries to get it back deep behind the net. Littleton's there first, coming out with it. He's going to cycle on the high side. Tries to go through a couple of MHC players, and that doesn't work. Puck still bouncing around in the corner. Oh, Paxton Cleek is going to say, sit down, sir. Swalls go. He's going to, sidesteps a player. Tries to slip it up. Levi Cook's going to help encourage that puck to further on into the corner. Puck still bouncing around. Littleton does grab it in the honey hole. Shot. Oh man, hits Floria in the stick. Danger play. Floria does not have his stick. Boys trying to slide it over to him. He does finally grab it and pick it up as Littleton shoots from the point. Another deflection in traffic in front. Floria makes an amazing 84th save of the game. We're going to switch it up on offense. Dino Barber comes out with Cruz and Tyler. And we got Billy and Maddox Hammer on D. Face off to Floria's right. Littleton's going to switch defenders. Won by the boys as Maddox is going to slip it up the boards. Finds an open Littleton player in the middle. Shot goes wide. Hits the netting in the back. I think if the face-off's inside, so Floria caught a piece of that. We're going to face off on the left side dot here. Nice tie-up in front as the boys maintain possession. Puck goes into the corner, though, with Dino Barber in there battling. Puck, Birds defenders forced to step, gets the puck behind the net. Always looking along as Birds cycle it down low, gets it up over to Tyler. Tyler chips it up the boards and out. Littleton regroups. Oh, nice job by Dino creating some pressure. Almost a turnover. Tyler creating another turnover. Tyler has it, slips it into the corner. Loose puck here. Dino getting a kid as well. We got Dino and Tyler in there battling. Tyler has it, he goes low to high. Up over to Maddox. Maddox gonna feather it back over to Tyler. Just bounces over his stick. Boys try to go low and high again. Dino with the push. Tyler in there battling. Puck maintaining in Littleton's possession for a good number now. Loose puck around deep. Tyler with a shot contested. Still in play. Nice job with Volk now engaging on the far side. Nice tip by Cruz. Volk maintaining possession. He's on his backhand with the Littleton player on him. No call there. Great. Littleton still has it. They try to do a cross-ice pass. Does hit a kid. Hammer loses an edge, but Littleton's attempt goes deep as they go for a change. Oh my God, what is going on here with this camera? All right, here we go. Hold on, we'll switch back. Here we go, a little better. Puck's still bouncing around. Littleton cycles behind Floria, but Bryce McClintock's there. He's going to steal the puck. Tries to slip it up, but gets intercepted. Tyler hopped off. Bryce hopped in. We still have Dino and Cruz out there. Puck dies before crossing the line. Littleton does have it in the corner. McClintock with authority fights off two kids. Stick is broken. Stick is broken as 21 black is going to be called for high sticking. First power play of the game. Littleton player breaks a stick. We're now saying, hey, whose stick is this as well? It's Bryce's. What's going on here? Oh, we have a lot of debris. Some housekeeping affairs are in order. Bryce made quite the mess with a couple of Littleton players. So it looks like a bunch of chips, scrapes. I think that stick may have exploded. A lot of shrapnel in there. Ref's going to kick it into the corner and wipe their fingers on the glass. 20 seconds remaining in the second. It's going to be all power play opportunities. Connor wins it, gets it back over to our D, chips it over to Connor, tries to catch it out of midair. Puck goes into the corner, slips it off the boards. Nice job by Bryce to keep it in. Sliding it in front. You had Heskett with an opportunity there. Littleton does grab it. 7 seconds now remaining as the boys regroup in the center lane. Chip it up the board to Heskett. Heskett's going to chip it up over to Connor now. Connor with an opportunity, but that's the end of the period. 1:40 remaining in the power play when we start the third. LHA 4, MHC 0 at Monument Ice Rinks.
warm-ups right before the third period. Boys came out, had some energy. I feel like the camera's kind of crooked, but I don't know what's up. Tis what it is, and we just move on. Oh man, static stretching. Joe Stanzik is just fuming right now. All right, boys are going to regroup with coach. We'll be back after these short messages. Start of the third, we got Connor Bantow's line out there. He's got McClintock to his right, Heskett on his left. Heskett takes the puck and brings it into LHA territory. Loses an edge, but still maintains possession. Connor comes in, he tries to slide it in front. Littleton steals it, gets it out, hits Letterman. Letterman's forced to regroup. He goes D-to-D to Trenton Clark. Trenton Clark double backs, feigns a pass. Gets it over, bounces, tries to hit McClintock. This puck, though, LHA is going to try and give it back over to Trenton and say, hey, try again. Here comes Trenton Clark as LHA went for a change. Clark walks in, shot, blocker saved by the goalie. Boys maintain possession deep down low. Trenton's in offensive territory. Puck comes all the way down on Floria. He's going to make the save and drop it over to Letterman. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Trenton's going to chip it up the boards. Letterman continues to chase. Puck comes all the way down. Floria's going to be forced to play it as Littleton's first there. He slips it all the way around. Over to Paxton Cleek now off the bench. Paxton's got Brownie and Cook with him. Brownie's going to go for a change. Out comes Swalls on defense, along with Dino Barber on forward. Letterman's off. Smith is on. Tyler Liu, Volk also going. We got a ton of players out there. Let's figure out who's going on. All right, so it's Volk. It's going to be Volk and Tyler with Dino and Swalls and Smith on defense. Boys try to go low to high. Couldn't keep it in. Swalls chips it up the boards. Littleton's going to slapper it. Less than 10 seconds now remaining. Smith regroups in our own zone. Tries to find Cruz Volk. Puck still bouncing around. Littleton's going to regroup. It's a deep, no ice as it hits Mason Smith. Mason battling in the corner. Littleton drops it for their teammate. Littleton still has it. Tries to slide it in front. Kicked around. Loose puck still there. Tyler's going to grab it. Behind him. Goes over to Dino Barber. Loose puck still as Littleton regroups. 5-on-5 hockey resumes now with 14:50 remaining in the game. Littleton goes behind their own net. Double backs. Double clutches. Tries to go for a middle lane pass. Just out of his reach. Finds Mason Smith instead. He's going to bounce it off the wall. And that's going to be an icing. We got a new line out here now. We got Connor Bantow's line with Heskett and McClintock. We also have Maddock Hammer, Billy Cowflesh.
Bantow steps into his office, wins the draw over to Hammer. Hammer behind the net. He's got a player on him, chips it up the board over to McClintock. McClintock tries to slip it over to Bantow, but just outside of his reach. Billy kicks it into the corner as Littleton regroups. Boys grab it though. Heskett's going to chip it off the board, try to chip it to himself. Littleton plays the body instead as the second D goes back and grabs it. Uses his own net as a pick as he comes through, tries to do a cross-ice pass. Littleton has to hold up. Now they come through the zone but can't get by Billy. Billy's there still battling. McClintock behind him. Maddock furthers it along. Billy's going to chip it up the boards but not out. Littleton regains possession. Chips it deep as well. Bryce McClintock with the hit. Maddock Hammer with the hit. Bantow comes in as Maddock finished that kid off. Littleton's going to hold it at the point. They go back down low. Tries to find the sleeker in the middle. Gets contested by Billy and goes into the corner. Jackson Heskett there peppering as well now as Billy now below us battling with Connor Bantow. Littleton maintains possession to try to find nobody in front as it's chipped. Billy's giving directions to Hammer. Contested pass trying to find Heskett. Hits a bunch of players in the middle instead. Billy's just going to grab it and get it deep. That doesn't work for icing as ref says no. Nice job. Paxton still has an opportunity in front. Slips. Shot by Patty Brown. Tries to go around. Slips it up to the front. Shot from Letterman. Loose puck still there. It's going to be the best opportunity that MHC has had all night. 13:08 in the third. The Birds are 4. The boys in white and black 0. This thing get all weird. I don't know. Anyways. Shot from the point. Trenton Clark goes wide. Puck now still battling behind. Lots of bodies pushing and shoving. Still in the corner. Paxton there battling with the player. Patty Brown gets it up over to Levi Cook into the corner. Here comes Littleton though. They bring it into Monument territory. Puck slips all the way around. Littleton tries to find in front, finds Letterman instead. Gets it over to Cleek. He drops it for Brownie. Brownie's in a foot race. Littleton grabs it first and chips it into their own bench. Cruz comes out with Dino and Ty Lue. And then with defense, we got Swalls and Smith. Can't tell. I don't know. It's kind of crooked still. Boys tie up. Puck goes behind the goalie. Dino there stepping, peppering. Tyler comes in, peppering as well. Loose puck. Swalls is forced to step. Backhands it back down. Gives it back over to Swall. Swall steps off the board. Tries to make something. But loose puck bouncing around. Gets back in deep. Littleton's forced to regroup. Nice job by Cruz forcing the player to change direction. Same thing with Tyler as this player now goes West Coast to East Coast, coming back into Central Time Zone. Skates around everybody on his backhand. Oh my God, what am I doing here? On his backhand, they go low to high. Dino with the step, person in front, chips far side. Tic-tac-toe in front, just goes wide. Oh my God, hold on, I gotta fix this. There we go, a little better. Boys in desperation just get it deep. Monument with the first threat of danger in the period. LHA immediately fires back. Yeah, face off to Florius right. Got Connor Bantow's line with McClintock and Heskett. Billy Kaupflesch and Hammer, Maddock Hammer, the machine on D. Littleton maintains possession in the corner. Billy's in there battling, gets the puck, can't get it out. Littleton grabs it, shot, contested, goes up and over. Littleton still has it. They go in the high side circle. Backhand in front. Big save by Floria. Danger at the doorstep. Floria is able to make a move. Hammer finishes his check, and the ref's going to call that as a penalty. In front, McClintock clears out some dirt as well, but 90 is going to get called for the roughing. I mean, I don't know. I really don't want to maintain professional and neutral, but I don't know. I've seen a lot worse in a 13-0 AAA game. We're over here at 16 double, getting called for those. All right. 11-16 remaining in the game. 2 minutes on the board for Maddock. Paxton Cleeks in there. Brenton as well. Shot blocked by Letterman in front. Letterman backhands it, tries to get up to Clark. Goes up and over. Littleton's forced to back up. Littleton, though, they try to get it up the hallway. Cross-eyes pass. Littleton, though, off his stick, chips him to the corner. Nice finish check there by Letterman. Puck still bouncing around. Backhand pass across to nobody as, Cleek tries to grab it and get it out, but just bounces off of his stick. Second level effort, though. Littleton regroups in the neutral zone. They're coming into MHC land. They shot from the point, tries to tip in front, finds nobody but Liam Letterman as he's going to slap it all the way out. No ice as the puck goes behind the net and the goalie's forced to play it. Littleton now, as Tyler applies the forecheck, makes the player force a direction, comes into MHC territory. Got Swallows pressuring behind the net. They try to cycle. They go D to D. Player steps, checks his 6. He goes back to his D. Brownie applies pressure. Low side. Swallows is going to push him off. He's going to absorb a hit himself. Here comes Brownie. He's coming in. Got 3 birds, 2 MHCs. Now third MHC. Tyler's going to take it. He's going to go into the neutral zone. Gets his pocket picked. Here comes Littleton now again into the territory. Tyler is going to drop a kid. I think. I don't know what happened. But LHA grabs it. They're going to go D to D. Shot. Cross face. Blocked in front. Puck still around. Dangling around. But Trenton Clark's going to grab it. Gets over with Tyler battling as well. Littleton still has it in the corner. They try to find a 1T in the honey hole, but shot does not connect. Here goes Trenton Clark. He's coming through. He's got a couple. Nice pass over to Patty Brown with the 1T. It's blocked in front. Littleton maintains the rebound. Here they come through center ice. Littleton's just going to dump it in. That player has had a long shift. He's going for a change. Cruz Volk out there now with Dino Barber. Gets it up over to Dino. Dino with some space. Dino getting peppered from behind. Cruz is going to fight to get this back, though. Tries to chip it around, but can't. Hessett's going to finish the dump. Littleton regroups in their own zone. And then it's just going to chip it in themselves. That's going to be icing with 8:44 remaining in the third. I think the shots are 30-8. With Littleton only 4-0. Whoop. And we're back deep in LHA territory. Monument still peppering on, forcing the Birds to go left to right. Coming through the neutral zone. Pass goes wide, way off sides. As the Birds try to sneak by, but the ref says, hold on, let's redo this faceoff in the neutral zone instead. Got Connor Bantow out there, number 96. We got McClintock and who is that? Jackson Heskett as well. Puck off the boards. Littleton tries to chip it to themselves. McClintock loses an edge, but Connor Bantow follows up. Try to get it around Heskett. Tries to get around Billy. Tries to slide it in front. Lots of chaos, but MHC was able to sniff it out. They try to keep it in, but they can't as MHC regroups, slips it over to Heskett. Heskett battles at the blue and gets it deep. LHA regroups as the boys go for a 4-player change. His Hammer is still out there. Billy now finishes his change. Loose puck, though. Here it comes Mason Smith. Nice move, but puck finds a hole. And it sneaks by Floria. Oh, my God. How do I zoom out? I can't. Oh, well, whatever. It sneaks by Floria. It was a 2-on-1 as Mason was coming in for a change. Another opportunity that LHA capitalizes on due to a change. The first Bird gets tipped, actually. Mason comes in, makes a great play, tips the puck Second bird grabs it and shoots it low side, low glove, high above the pads. Levi Cook now in there battling with Paxton Cleek. Puck slips deep with Patrick Brownie also now in pursuit. Puck slides around as Mason Smith is forced to dodge a big hit as Littleton comes in 2-on-1, tries to go for a cross-ice pass but doesn't do anything, and the bird loses a wing. Still battling around. Nice tip by Letterman to get it up over to Brownie. Brownie tries to slide it over to Cleek, just outside of his reach. Late in the shift, Cleek goes for a change. Brownie in pursuit. Littleton goes for that cross-ice pass as they're in MHC territory quickly. They double back. Cycles low to high. Defender steps. Can't get through Cruz Volk off the bench. Shot hits a bunch of bodies in front. And player is hurt. Littleton's player is hurt, but loose puck still around. Littleton maintains possession. Gets it around. Shot. Floria. Out glove side on that one. It's a juke by a couple of players. Littleton now takes the 6-0 lead with 6:32 remaining in the third. Cruz wins the draw back to Trenton Clark. Trenton goes over, finds Swalls. Swalls chips it up the boards. Finds Trenton Clark. Shot contested. Follow-up Tyler. Contested as well. Goes into the corner. Here comes Littleton, though, exiting into neutral zone. Nice job by Dino Barber with a back check. Tries to slip it around an LHA guy, but LHA steals it. Trenton Clark now back there. Takes a push. Puck comes over into the corner again. Swalls tries to drop it over to Trenton again. I hope you're getting dizzy because I am as well. Littleton tries to get sneaky to slip it around the net. Boys go low to high. Tyler finally tips it out. Littleton's forced to regroup as they go D to D. They're just going to chip it in themselves, and they're going to go for a 3-player change. Littleton in the... let me just regroup. Littleton has it in the neutral zone. He's going to slide it and dump it into MHA corner. Clark's going to grab it. He's going to try to rainbow it to nobody, though, unfortunately. Puck does die, so there is no icing. Boys go for a full change at this point. Hammer's out there. Cobflesh is out there. Heskett's out there. McClintock and... Cruz is going for the final change. McClintock still has it. Slips it up the boards, but finds a LHA bird. Loose puck still around. Bantow has it. Bantow gets it deep over to McClintock. McClintock in the corner. Pins it in the corner. Oh, nice backhand over to Connor Bantow. Shot just goes wide. Puck still around. Tries to find the high side. McClintock with a stick check, trying to get it, but Littleton slips it out. Oh, hustle by the Birds, but that's just going to be not good enough. Okay. All right, we got Smith and Letterman now on the blue. Billy comes off. Paxton Cleek out there. Win up to the point. Shot by Mason goes wide. Boys still regain possession. Tries to tip it. Boys further along. Regroups. Backhand shot. Nice draw. Paxton Cleek draws the penalty for cross-check. Could have been an elbow. Could have been a rough. Cross-check is fine. 4:09 in the third. And MHC goes on to their second, maybe third power play of the game. Same group's going to remain out there, though. We have Levi Cook. We have Paxton Cleek. I think we should also have Dino Barber out there with Letterman and Mason Smith. Win by the boys. Levi's going to give it up to Letterman. Letterman's shot gets tipped. Bird's going to grab it, just dump it in. Letterman's got time in the corner over here as he's going to make a cross-ice pass over to Patty Brown. Excuse me, not Dino, but Patty. Patty Brown on the hip of a Bird. Birds can't get it out. Shot from Mason from the point. Butterfly after the tip into the corner. Paxton Cleek there now battling with Patty. Tries to go up, but not out. Mason's going to try to chip it forward now for Patrick Brown into the corner. Birds do finally get it out. They're going to go for a full change. Fresh bodies come out for the Birds as Letterman and Boyce stay out there. Levi Cook has it, loses the puck, tries to backhand over to Paxton. Paxton's going to go for a change now. All the boys are going to go for a change now as Swalls comes out on D. Volk and Tyler on offense. Birds get it deep with 1 minute remaining in this power play. 3:06 remaining in the game. .30 seconds remaining in the power play now as Trenton Clark's going to double back, make a move, and he's going to try to get into the zone. He's going to dump it deep. Forechecking now by Dino Barber. Dino with Tyler back there. Creates a turnover over to Dino. Puck bounces around. Shot from Tyler. Kick save by LHA goalie. Dino has it. Goes top of the point. Shot. Trenton Clark saved by the goalie. Great opportunity for the boys there as run clock is now resuming. That's the end of the penalty with 2:05 now remaining in the game. Face off in offensive territory. Connor Bantow and a player, well, they flipped it high and it hit the beams, which is pretty impressive. But we have Connor Bantow's line out there with McClintock and Heskett. On the line, we have, I think I see Hammer out there with Billy. Boys battle in the corner. Connor with the shot, loose rebound, opportunity for Connor again, just outside of his reach. Maddock has it now. He's going to step, but LHA picks his pocket. Billy's going to back up. He's got possession. Tries to find a cross-ice pass. LHA grabs it, chips it back over to Billy. Billy's going to find a cross-ice space to dump it into. McClintock now pressures, goes far side, tries to get around Billy, but can't. Second effort, though, does as it comes into the corner. Less than 1 minute now remaining in the game. 1 minute remaining in the game as Hammer now uses one hand and kills a kid in the corner. Gets it over to Cleek. Cleek has an opportunity now. He brings it in. Shot goes wide. LHA with the puck. Boys are forced to back out. Change along as Levi is now in. LHA pass gets it over, but loose puck finds Levi Cook instead. Oh my God, where am I going? LHA grabs the puck, loose in front. Big save by Floria. Paxton's tired, gets it up over to Levi. Paxton goes for a change with Billy. Levi, nice opportunity in front. Puck goes into the corner. Billy in pursuit. Patty Brown now off the bench in pursuit. Cruz Volk off the bench now in pursuit. Tries to get through. Maddox's going to stand a kid up. Here's an opportunity for LHA. Nice move. Big save by Floria again. Goes into the corner. Loose puck still around. And just as it gets good, the game is over. The boys drop one today in Monument, 6-0. Shots on goal, 34 for LHA, 14 for MHC. Hard work. This is a really good Littleton team, probably their best Bantam team out of 3, including their 16 AA. So hard work from everybody all together. Floria making amazing saves, always just on his head. Daps off to everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. And I know it's late. Go have some tea and crumpets. Call your mom. Tell her that you love her. or your dad too. Dads need love as well, or a friend. Call a friend. But with that all said, good night here in Monument, Colorado.